I know how hard it is in this world. I know that you want to achieve things. I know that you want to improve your situation. And I'm not telling you not to. But imagine this. Imagine you live in a jail cell. Improving your situation is like getting a more comfortable pillow in the jail cell. Or, hey, can we exchange the plastic toilet seat lid for a metal one? So can we upgrade that now, please? Or can we change the wallpaper? Now let's get some carpet. So this is what most people are doing, is they are constantly focused on improving their jail cell. Nicer wallpaper, a nicer pillow, nicer carpet. This is nice. You can spend your life doing that. Or you could be free from the jail cell entirely. Because here's the joke. This is a joke, and it's funny, but it's also really not funny. It's extremely painful, to be honest, to see the insanity that I've allowed to drive my life for most of it. Like 99% of my life, literally, because I literally just snapped out of this like a month ago, maybe 2 months, I don't know. Here's the joke. There's not a door on the jail cell. There isn't a door. There's not, you don't have to wait for someone to come unlock it and open it for you. It's literally open. But while you're so busy trying to improve your wallpaper and the carpet in your jail cell, that's what's happening to humanity. We're all trying to improve our material situation in this world. And because we're so focused on that, we don't see that we could actually just walk out of jail and be liberated and live a truly free life. This analogy is so accurate. Like I'm telling you, it is so not far off from the truth of spiritual liberation. While you're so busy trying to improve your life and fix certain things and make certain things better, that is literally what is happening. You're so focused on that, you do not see that you could just be free instead. So here's my question to you. Would you rather spend your entire life getting a more comfortable blanket and pillow for your bed in prison, nicer wallpaper, a new toilet seat and carpet? Would you rather spend your entire life just upgrading things in your jail cell? Or would you rather just walk out and live life outside of jail, free? Because there is no door. It's an illusion. It's only because of how fixed and focused we are on improving our situation and trying to get we want a romantic partner. Now we want to improve our finances. Now we want to go travel over to that town because we don't want to be in this one anymore. Or, you know, I don't want to be in this situation with these people in my life, so I want to go over there where there's other people who are going to, you know, behave differently, or whatever it is. We're constantly trying to change our situation and improve upon it. And it is because of that that we are prisoners. It is because of that that we are trapped. That's why. It's literally why we're trapped. It's why we suffer in our lives. What is the open door? How do we get out? Well, first, you absolutely 100%, this is undeniable first step. It must happen. You must genuinely be able to say, I'd rather be free than a millionaire. Can you say that? Would you prefer freedom or $1 million? What do you value more? Most people, maybe not you because you're seeing this video, and I would bet if you watched it this far in, then you're not like most people, but most people would rather, they'd see the $1 million and they get pumped. Oh my God, I can buy all those appliances now. I could buy my new house. I could do this. I could get a car. Everybody thinks that's going to make some difference. And you'll have like a month of excitement with that $1 million. But once you've got all that stuff, this feeling's going to wash over you. You're going to be like, God, my life is so hollow. What's the point? I've got all this stuff. It didn't work. Now I need to go out and gamble or take drugs or engage in a bunch of promiscuous activity or whatever. People are constantly looking, what's going to fill this empty void in me? The empty void is akin to the fact that some part of you, the true you, knows that you are in a prison cell, constantly trying to improve it. And this part of you, the real you, the awakened self, the truth, knows that you need to just walk out. So until you value freedom over $1 million, until you value freedom over being some important celebrity that everybody knows, until you value freedom over the perfect relationship with the absolute babe, or you've got to value freedom above all things. And understand too, truth and freedom are synonyms, in my opinion. If you actually look up those words, you'll see they have different definitions. I think they're synonyms. They're definitely not cinnamon, that's for sure. Sorry guys, my camera died, so I'm resuming this on my phone, and I know the audio's not as good, but thanks for bearing with it. Video's almost over anyways. We've got to value freedom and truth above everything else, because as long as we're valuing everything else, all the stuff we want, all the desires we want to fulfill, we're on a hamster wheel. We'll spend our entire lives obsessed with what society loves, we're obsessed with, because it makes everybody a lot of money when you think that your happiness is going to come from stuff you can buy or these things that you can pursue. And I'm not saying that, you know, you can't enjoy things in this world. I love a good meal. I'm telling you, I love a good meal. But I also love the feeling of being really hungry. And I know that might sound kind of weird, like, how is that relevant? Well, it's relevant because I'm okay being uncomfortable, and I didn't used to be until I saw the open door. But the point is, you know, God asks us to be content in every circumstance. And the reason for this isn't because God wants to punish us or have us live horrible lives where we're starving to death. It's because the truth, freedom, God knows, your true awakened self knows that when you give in to temptations of thinking that certain things around you, if you could just change them, if you could just solve them, if you could just move from where you are here to over there instead, then you'll be comfortable, that you're feeding into the illusion, you're buying into the lie. You're not in your true power. You're not. You must value freedom above all else. That's why God asks us to be content in every circumstance, because that is what keeps you free and liberated from deception. The deception is the material world. It's this world. And it's not just the world, it's a lot of the things that are thriving in the world right now and tricking a lot of people into thinking that happiness is something completely different than what it actually is. It's an illusion. It's why so many people are unhappy. It's why most of the world is like on depression, anxiety medication. People are scared. People are hurt. You know, we value entertainment in our culture above everything else. Why? We want to be entertained. We want to be distracted from our pain of being a prisoner to life, to the way we're living it, to the illusion of the way we think it's supposed to be. So that's why our culture values TV and movies and games and roller coasters and all this stuff. And I'm not saying this stuff is bad. I'm saying that the self-medicating, using it to make ourselves feel better, is causing us to miss the point. Now, here's why so many spiritual teachers ask you to explore the pain. Don't avoid it. Be present with it. Here's why. Because if you were present with the pain, as in you stopped trying to change and fix your situation, you would see that the door is open. You would. Your true awakened self is waiting for you to see that. It's obvious once you finally let go of thinking that your achievement of your goals is going to fulfill you. It's not. I know that personally very well. It is absolute delusion. And I'm disappointed, honestly, at the amount of years and energy I spent on putting new wallpaper on my jail cell and getting a new comforter and a nice carpet. And what I'm most upset about is that I came on YouTube and told everybody, guys, you're going to love this new carpet. Here's how you get new carpet, just like how I got new carpet in my jail cell. And that's what I'm most disappointed about, is that I contributed to the illusion. But we're here now. And I'm sorry, I've said it a lot in these videos, but I'm going to keep saying I'm sorry because it's the truth. I'm sorry to everybody. And I know not everybody's ready to hear what I have to say now. I genuinely don't think a lot of people are going to like it. I think it's going to bother them. And that's kind of the nature of truth. Most people don't like the truth. But my main point is the door is open. You're never going to see that while you're trying to improve upon your jail cell. The door's open. Just walk out. You got to value freedom above everything. That's what spiritual liberation is. That's where it comes from. Here's the open door. And my phrasing might be something that people don't like and it's hard for them to understand. But sit with it and try to get over the fact that you might have certain beliefs and definitions about things. Try to let that stuff go so you can hear what I really mean. The door to freedom. Surrender your life to God. What does this mean? Surrender your life to God. Our source of suffering in our lives, this is my opinion. I'm 27 years old. I've suffered a lot. What I'm saying to you is my own personal observation. Maybe we have some things in common that you could stand to have reflected to you in this moment. So consider it. I hope you will. It's traced back to us thinking that we know what's best. I decide who I want to be, and then I try to create myself to be them. I want this in my life, so I aim at it like a target, and I keep acting like that version of me. I keep trying to be them, right? Law of attraction. We got all these channelers now in the spiritual community. We got all these people doing and using things to try to get and achieve what they want and make the shift and get more of this. It's a jail cell, and we've all been deceived, and I'm sorry, but that's the truth, and I'm never going to pretend like it's not the truth, because it is. We have been deceived by the lie. The lie that the point of life is to improve your jail cell. It's not. So surrender your life to God. What keeps us trapped in the prison is, again, what a lot of spiritual teachings refer to as the ego. But what does that mean? It's you. It's the you that you think you are, that you keep trying to be, is completely stealing true life from you, true sustenance. It's stealing it from you. Oh yeah, it is. And a lot of people for many years looked at me as like some super spiritual guy who like knew stuff that they didn't. Oh, I did not. I thought I did, but that was just my ego. I was just as lost as anybody, trying to figure out how to improve my situation by yielding a valuable service to you guys to help you to do the same. Now that I see the open door, I'm never going to say anything misleading ever again, because I know the truth that you need to walk out the jail cell because you are free. That's the joke. You are free. There's no door. There's no latch. Just walk out. Just walk out. How do you do that? Surrender to God. That's how it's worked for me, literally. I just admit that I don't know. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know what to say anymore in these videos. I don't. I got no idea. I don't know what's coming next in my life. I don't know what God's plan is for me, who I'm going to end up with, if anybody, what job I'm going to be doing, whether I'm going to keep making YouTube videos or not. Right now, I'm looking at getting like a real job at a factory. There's a lot of things changing in my life. And I surrender. That's the point. That's what I keep coming in these videos and trying to express in different ways to make it as clear for you guys as possible. That's where the freedom comes from. Just let go, surrender. Just be the truth in this moment. And I hope that what I've shared with you about the jail cell and trying to improve the wallpaper and the mattress covering and the carpet, I hope that it helps you to understand and get your wheels turning, like, huh. And you know, this is a lot of what Jesus was teaching and trying to explain to people. It's written in the Bible. A lot of people don't understand the language, or a lot of people claim to, who clearly do not understand what they've read. And so, you know, it's one of those things where a lot of people have very negative opinion of the Bible and of Jesus and Christians and stuff. And that's really sad, honestly, because that book is full of more truth than I've ever read in any book. And I've read hundreds over the last 4 years. No, I'm not exaggerating. Jesus clearly is telling us, you're all slaves to your sin, trying to build up your material lives for yourself. You're slaves to the desires of your flesh. Jesus said, I have eternal life, life beyond this place. That's what Jesus was here to show us, to try to explain to us. What humans think life is about equals the suffering of humanity. And the moment as a humanity collective, which you can take part right now in your personal life, surrender that we clearly don't know what we're talking about, but there is this infinite intelligent force called God that has created everything. And even if you believe in science or the Big Bang, all of these things in these fields of research now are literally more and more showing that there is a first cause. Who caused the first Big Bang, right? Who caused that? right? Some things don't come from nowhere. There's a language in our cells. There's a language in all of the plants. Language requires intelligence. Someone intelligent created us and this place. No doubt about it. So surrender to that intelligence. Open yourself up. And if you want to learn more about those things, I've been making videos about this. Just click my homepage and see the most recent videos. Click which title resonates with you. I've been talking about it a lot. And actually, at the time I'm posting this video, I'm realizing right now as I say this, that I have a live stream coming up this month on December 20th, where I'm hosting a 2-hour live event. It's a live transformation workshop. It only costs $9.99 to be part of it. It's a great way to support the channel. You can learn about that in the description of this video if you're interested. It's on Patreon. We do live streams on there. And the whole point of this is to teach about freedom. That's the whole point of this workshop. We're talking about the truth. We're talking about freedom. We're talking about real liberation beyond just our ideas of ourselves. So I'd love to see you there. And I'm going to keep talking about this stuff until, if it ever comes to a moment, honestly, where this isn't what I'm meant to be doing anymore. Because I don't really care. I don't really care anymore. Not in a negative way, but I used to be very addicted to making YouTube videos. Very addicted to the idea that I was going to be a big YouTuber someday. Very addicted to the idea. And now I'm not. So when I make a video now, it's just feel like sharing something that I hope helps. But at the end of the day, I'd be quite pleased to just mop floors for a meal here and there. It's a beautiful way for me to be because I've never felt this way before. My whole life I was tortured and plagued by the need to be important or feel like there's some greater purpose to my life. It's amazing the sustenance spiritually that we get when we just surrender. It's so cool. It's so cool. I hope this video helped you. If it did, thanks for sending it to a friend. Appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you there. Much love.